Hello beertubers, welcome to another on the road vlog. Today at Nøgne Ø in Grimstad in Norway. I might look, well you can't see for sunglasses, but I might look a little bit tired if I remove them because we had a pretty sick night yesterday with a lot of Norwegian beer bloggers. It was great. But today you're going to see a video from the Ølskebind dog in Norway, which is a new thing they've started where Norwegian beer bloggers and us are going to do some beer related events, and started with a brewery tour at Nøgne, and then we're going to go on a little boat ride and also go to Apotekergården, I think it was called. So yeah, look forward to it.
Yes, we are at Nøgne. We started up in 2002. It was two homebrewers that had experienced craft beer in the US, and they wanted to bring those flavors and tastes to Norway. Kjetil Gikun, who's still our brewmaster, started up with a friend called Gunnar Vik, and they rented a garage in Grimstad to brew the beer. They were very happy with it, thought it tasted very good, so they went out to restaurants and pubs in the area trying to sell it, but that proved impossible. Norwegians weren't ready for craft beer in 2002, or actually 2003 when they first started selling their beer. So it took 4 or 5 years before the sales in Norway took off. In the meantime, the export market was the one thing that saved Nøgne Ø, more or less. We had an export percentage of 80% in the first years, and today we export around 20% of our production. In 2006 we got a new shareholder, put in 3 million Norwegian kroner, and that enabled us to move to Rykene, where we are now, buy new production systems and speed up production, because then the craft beer market were taking off in Norway. And since then it's been more or less a success history, with around 50% increase in sales every following year. And today we have almost every quarter we have some delivery problems because we can't brew enough for the demand. And we are very happy with the situation today. We sold part of the brewery to Hansaborg. It's a big company in Norway selling mainly pale lagers, and their sales organization and professionality has really helped us move up to the next level. So we are looking at a bright future, I think, for Nøgne Ø.
I'll be a little quiet here because they're still talking, but we're having some different beers while walking around doing the brewery. We had Tufum, now we're drinking New Pepe Creek from 2011. For some reason we're drinking Cantillon at Nøgne. It's really good. It smells like dank blue cheese almost. It's very funky. And on the flavor you get a lot of the cherry, not as pungent sharp cherry flavor, but more funk. That Cantillon funk, oaky notes. And also like like almondy kind of thing. It's really good. I mean, this would be like 90 something if I rated it, but nice taster.
Hi guys, we're here at the brewery tour, and we're getting
the first Nøgne
today. Oh, actually, yeah, it is. And this is their new lemongrass, which is a sort of pale ale looking beer. And as the name states, it really is the first thing you think of when you smell this beer is lemongrass. And tasting it, medium mouthfeel, refreshing, lemongrassy.
Like a summer sessionable beer. I'm glad there isn't too much lemongrass.
Yeah, it could be too much.
Yeah.
I guess probably some of you know a little bit about our sake. We're the first sake brewery in Europe, first and only. But I guess soon there'll be maybe a few more. But so that's a great thing that Kjetil started. We started in 2010, and so Kjetil did the first 5 batches or something, and he sort of trained me up, and so I've been brewing since September of 2010. Our sake, we make premium sake. right now at Bean Monopoly we have 3 products. We have Junmai, Junmai Ginjo, and Yamahai Motoshimori. But actually all our sake are Junmai, and that means that the only ingredients we add are water, rice, yeast, and a type of mold, which is what we use to break down the starch. When you're making sake, you don't malt as you would with beer. You use a type of mold called aspergillus oryzae, but anyway, or koji in Japanese. Yeah. It's easier to say the Japanese than koji. Yeah, it breaks down. Yeah. So, and all the rice gets steamed. So we don't like cook it up or anything in water. It's steamed. And this is actually the old water tub from the original Nøgne Brewery when Kjetil was doing it. We're doing it. So Kjetil converted it into a steamer, rice steamer. These are like polypropylene beads to act as a diffuser for the steam. Because you can imagine the steam would come up too hot in the spot, so you put these beads down and it diffuses the, yeah. We get about 500 liters of sake per batch, and right there is approximately the amount of rice to make one batch of sake. So we use, to make 500 liters of sake, we use 320 kilos of rice. The varieties of rice that are best for sake are ones where there's a starch pocket in the middle. So you'll actually see there's like a little white starch pocket, and that's what, our rice is very good. We get our rice from Hokkaido. And it's also, sake rice is also milled down, so our rice is 68%, which means that 32% has been taken away from the outside. And that's a very complicated process. We don't do that here, we buy our rice already milled. But that's an incredibly complicated part of the whole sake brewing process. Sake, it takes about 4 days to get a brew going. You know, and you build it up over, you double up, like you start with a yeast starter and a small amount of rice and koji and water, and there's a day break, and then you double that, and then the last day you double it again. We use all our sake is Yamahai, which is a month-long yeast starter. So it takes a month to get the yeast going, and then about another 3 weeks to ferment a batch of sake.
Very different video, guys. As you just saw, we heard how they make sake here in Nøgne, and I'm drinking some freshly pressed
Yamahai Motoshimori.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I've never had sake that I like really, but this is pretty good.
This is a cloud, as you can see, cloudy.
Yeah, cloudy because it's unfiltered, but it's very fruity. I'm like apple-y kind of stuff, but also very vinous, almost like a white wine type of thing, but just much sweeter, and it feels like more hefty.
Yeah. And it's on 16%.
Wow. But it's actually really nice.
The thing is it was
different.
It was pressed yesterday, and then usually let it sit for a couple of weeks to let the rice solids settle out.
Yeah. But
awesome.
Guys, carrying on with the Nøgne Ø, or Norwegian Ølskribent event in Norway. Look at this scenery. We're on a boat right now. We just had some shrimp, that, you know, with the shell and everything, and peel them on, and it's great. And then we're sitting around enjoying some beer, some Nøgne and
some scenery.
And we're drinking the Nøgne Ø Saison.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a while.
No, what do you think of it?
In general, it's really refreshing.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it more when it was colder, but
yeah, kind of lemony. It's got some peppery notes. And it's not like the farmhousey, bready type saison. It's like a traditional saison. But it does have a little bit of that kind of hay-like
feel to it. Yeah.
But it's really nice for this weather right now, especially because we just had a big caramelly beer. This is much better.
Yeah. Refreshing and
awesome
enjoyable.
Cheers.
Cheers.